Hey, y'all, welcome to Musical Miles Podcast, where live music and great stories take center stage. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Teton Guitars. Whether you're picking tunes around a campfire or taking the stage at your favorite honky-tonk, Teton Guitars delivers rich, soulful sound built for the journey. Learn more at tetonguitars.com. Now let's dive into some music and memories.
Hey, music lovers, it's Myron with Musical Miles Podcast. I am your host, and we are here with Mr. Cory Mon.
Hello.
This is our second attempt at this. It's been a few months, but we're in Red Lodge at the Songwriter Festival, which is cool, which is great. Last time we met up in Bone, Idaho, at Steel and Joe's Bone, which is one of my favorite venues, and they're great people. But I didn't have a producer, and so we had some audio issues, and I didn't want to do that, and I want to do Cory justice. So
Let's do it right.
we want to do it right, and there I went and threw my marker on the floor.
Yep, let's do it right by throwing our markers on the floor.
Markers on the floor, I'll fall out of the chair.
Yeah, well, get to that.
Yeah, for an old fat
agile, man.
Yeah, I'm like a cat.
We're like Chris Conley.
Exactly.
A lot smaller than him, though.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Hey, well, listen. So we're at Red Lodge at the Songwriter Festival, and you just got done with the second set.
I did.
So you played. Where did you play?
I played at the Pollard last night, and then I just got done at the Snack Bar.
Okay, so we went to the Pollard to the early show, and then we went across to the VIP.
Yeah, you were. I was playing the Pollard right when the VIP thing was going down. The Tony Ross.
Yeah. So which was cool. So we're trying to catch some of these shows, and of course trying to do interviews in between.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Which sucks because we miss out on some great stuff.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But tomorrow we have at the Bakery at Dean, and we have Tony Arata and Kim Rich.
Yeah, I saw them.
And Win. Farmville Wynn's back here in the back right now.
Nice.
So, but anyway, so this is such a cool deal now. You've done the Songwriter Festival before.
This is the first time that I've been booked for the Red Lodge Songwriter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you done any Songwriter Festivals?
Yeah, I've done a few.
Have you? Okay.
It's a little outside of my norm, but
Sure.
but I am ecstatic anytime a festival wants to include me. So
Yeah. Well, they're all different, and
this one definitely feels a little bit more up my alley. Yeah,
you like that.
Yeah.
So in what regard?
I think one, it's here.
Yeah, Red Lodge. How do you beat this, right?
It's beautiful. Mike and I, Mike who organizes the Mike Booth, I think are very similar humans.
Okay.
We figured that over the last 2 days.
Okay.
So both, ski bums and we are what we are, and I think the fact that I'm primarily a band guy. I primarily play with a band. I rarely play solo.
Yeah, when we spent, you had a young lady with you.
Yeah. I had Deb playing with me. So it was a duo.
Yeah.
And then I do a bunch of looping too, so it comes out kind of sounding like a trio.
Sure.
But this festival seems to appreciate the funky, dancey, bluesy stuff that I do, which is a little out of the norm for most songwriting festivals.
Yeah, and I don't know. And once again, we haven't got to listen to a lot of the songwriters. Now, Cameron Beasley, we know, and we interviewed him again. He's right. More country.
Yeah, definitely
country guy. They had what's her name? Whitney Minogue?
Yeah, Mom. I think.
Mom. Yeah. What a beautiful voice.
She's fantastic.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
We got to see her at the Pollard before you guys took the stage.
Yeah.
She is incredibly talented.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we got to see last night, we got to do the VIP thing with Kat. Right?
Yeah. Kat.
Yeah. And Wayne and James Dean Hicks and Kim. Yeah, all so talented, but all very different, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. James Dean, we got to interview him in Livingston last year. Had a lot of success early in his career with like the Oak Ridge Boys and that kind of music and stuff. But it's interesting to see the different generations and the different music and the interests, right?
Yeah, there's definitely a wide range of generations and musical stylings.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, you'll see at these songwriters a lot more people probably in our, 50s and 60s and 70s even that are they just they're here for the music.
Yeah, they are.
Right?
It's definitely a listening environment.
Yes, for sure.
Like drop a pin. The only time it's loud is when they're laughing at you.
Yeah. Well, because you said something.
It's not that they're laughing with you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm loud. Like, it could be laughed.
Yeah, well, we all can. So, but, well, cool. So, what's happened since I've seen you last? Because you were, that would have been in the fall.
It was the fall.
September. Yeah, about September.
Yeah, I mean, we've been gigging hard. Winter is actually my busiest season.
That's what you were saying.
A bunch of ski stuff. Yeah. So, a busy season. Then we did a little bit of, a lot of regional stuff. I don't tour outside of Colorado to California. That's my bread and butter. I don't go any further east because I've got a 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I tour on the weekends, or do a lot of stuff around Utah. But I got to Colorado, got to Washington, got to Idaho, got Arizona, all that since we've last.
Yeah. Are you doing any type of, now, this is a festival, music, a songwriting festival.
Yeah.
Are you doing any, music festival type stuff?
Yeah, we, let's see. This summer, we're doing, right after this, I'm leaving early, actually, on Saturday.
Okay.
I'm playing down in Solitude with a guy by the name of Andy Frasco. If you're familiar with Andy Frasco in the UN. No. But he's got a large following. He's kind of a cult following, fantastic musician. He's a bit ridiculous on stage, meaning he's just funny as all get out, and we fit that.
Yeah.
So we're playing the Blues and Brews and Barbecue Festival at Snow Basin on Sunday. We're playing Zion's Canyon Music Festival in the fall, and we're playing up at Steamboat they have a festival that runs through the summer. They take the gondola up to the top. I think it's called Summer Nights or something.
Oh, cool.
Or Sunset Festival or something like that. Playing up half of those. Yeah. So that's mainly with the band.
Yeah. Okay. So how many guys you playing with in the band?
It depends. It's a trio or a quartet.
Okay.
Depending on what you get. But it's me, a drummer, and a bass player, always. And then we've got our best friend Steve, who also sings harmonies and plays percussion, but he's part-time in Joshua Tree. So he's with us.
Okay.
Basically, the good gigs Steve comes to. How would that be?
Yeah. Well,
it's like an open relationship. You can choose what he wants. Yeah.
And you guys put up with it?
Yeah, we put up with it because he's good. He's good. He's fantastic. He's one of the best humans on the planet. One of the best guys.
So what are you calling your genre, if you would, Cory?
Good question. Funky, dancey, bluesy, folk rock.
Bluesy folk rock.
Yeah.
So it encompasses all those bits and pieces.
Yeah, I would say. I would say that.
Yeah.
It's. Some say it's hard to pin down, but I think that's a pretty natural thing for an artist to say. I'm hard to pin down. Yeah. But yeah, funky dancey. Yeah, cool. Someone, I guess this is probably the best way. Someone said, "Hey, what genre are they?" And this is one of our fans. They go, "Fun."
Fun. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So when we play a show, it's definitely fun. Yeah.
Let me ask you. So, who really influenced your music? I mean, because obviously you draw from the blues, from the rocks, so obviously you draw a little bit from artists all over the place. But who specifically would you credit some of that?
I got a couple. The first that I picked up the guitar for, can kind of paint a little bit of a picture in that it was Ben Harper, who writes folky stuff, he writes funky stuff, he writes reggae type stuff, he writes bluesy type stuff. So I was, when I first got into music and playing, I wanted to play a couple of his tunes, and the vast array of types of songs that he played really appealed to me and made me go, oh, I can do this. We toured with one of my favorite bands, JJ Grey Mofro, who are kind of a swamp rock, blues rock band. They definitely influenced me a lot, especially.
Now, where you calling swamp rock? You south?
He's Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's very it's very blues oriented.
Yeah.
But it feels swampy. It feels dirty. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah.
A little of that southern rock stuff.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
I mean, but
yeah.
But you got bands like Molly Hatchet, some of that stuff. Is that kind of? I mean, I'm a lot older than you are, but that's the stuff I listened to out of the South. Was Molly Hatchet, and of course the Avett Brothers and some of that stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there's some of that. So,
okay.
And then there's a guy that one of my favorite musicians on the planet, who we've also had the opportunity to tour with a few times. Sean Hayes out of San Francisco. I don't expect you to know him, but he's a fantastic.
I know his name, but I don't know that I know.
He writes songs that just sound like hits, and he's had something go here and there for him. But he's an amazing human, and he writes kind of this smooth, dancey, vibey stuff. And then if he goes more vintage, it's a little bluesy. And so he's a huge influence on me.
Okay.
So that's good. I would say my style is an amalgamation of those three artists.
Sure. Now, we're at a songwriter festival, so let's talk a little bit about the songwriting process.
Yeah.
Are you a collaborator, or you like to do stuff on your own?
I mainly write on my own. I write a lot from self-experience or therapy-based. Like something.
I remember that from the last time you visited.
Yeah. My last album that I released, which is actually quite different than the sound. I was just not quite different. There's 3 or 4 songs on there that are more of that funky, dancey, bluesy stuff, and the other is a little more singer-songwriter, me processing my divorce and stuff like that. But when I write, I primarily write alone, and then I let the band fill it in, right? So together we will write musically.
But lyrically,
I'm writing.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm writing. And there's an occasion that a band member will give me like a suggestion here or there, and we'll go.
But you've never gone into a room and sat down with another artist and collab.
I have done that. It's
not a comfortable thing, or
I would say I'm uncomfortable doing it. I think I'm such a I'm different. Like even like all these artists that I'm playing with are going like, oh wow, no one sounds like you, So for me to write with someone, I'm more of an assistant. I play better as an assistant, not as the one who's leading the writing session. Because if I'm leading the writing session, people have a hard time fitting in,
following.
Yeah, exactly. And
not that you're a bad leader. It's just that you go a direction that may be a little hard for some people to follow.
Yeah. Even my melodies and vocal patterns are a little bit different than traditional. And so I think that's what happens. So I have found that in a writing session, I'm way more valuable to the other writers as someone who's there to help lyrically, or, hey, how about we do this? Where I had help all the time is a little bit of a change in lyric, and how about a weird bridge?
Throw a weird. If you want a weird bridge, I'm your
guy. I'm your guy. I'll find you a weird bridge. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool. Well, cool. So, when was the last album you did release?
It was in March of 2024.
March 2024, so it's been a little over a year.
Been over a year.
Yeah, working on anything new
now?
Okay.
We've got 13 songs.
13 songs.
That are being cut right now.
Now, how are you going to release that? Are you going to release? We just talked about this with Kalen.
Yeah.
He's got a new album coming out.
Yeah.
And lots of people, talk about that. Well, I'm going to release.
Yeah.
2 singles, or I'm going to release a single, and then in 6 weeks I'm going to release a single, and then, most people don't release full albums anymore.
No.
I was telling Mickey the Motorcars released the new album yesterday.
Yeah.
Full album.
Yeah.
They don't release singles.
They just do it that way.
Here's our new album.
Yeah. Which is great.
And well, and they do it, it's released yesterday the 19th in lieu of, the Brown Brothers reunion is going to be in August.
Uh-huh.
So, they're like, and they're promoting it that way. Hey,
Yeah.
Go pick up the new album, learn the new songs so you can hear us playing live at the show.
Yeah. It's great.
But
the old school. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but in the world we live in today, it's all about the singles, right? I mean,
it is. I think. I mean, it is and it isn't, right? I love a good album.
Sure.
There's nothing I love more than just like devouring an album as an album, and I do like seeing things as an album. But for instance, the last album that I released, there's 10 songs on there. I released 8 of them as singles.
Okay.
Before I compiled it all, and there were 2 more that you hadn't heard of.
Right.
I will probably do the exact same thing.
Okay.
And the reason for that is I'm not necessarily, I don't love playing the solo or the single game, but my other job is harping, and at my level of musician, which is nobody really knows that guy, which is great. I'm fine.
Sure.
It's really important, in my opinion, to continue to remind people that I'm here. And so, as you release a song,
Right.
it's this.
Well, if you know it's like,
there's
one and done.
Yeah, exactly.
And you think back as a kid, of course, I'm a lot older than you are. How old are you? 40?
47.
Oh, okay. So I was still a lot older. I was 64. But as a kid, that's the only way we can get our music.
Yeah.
Was in a full album. Yeah, I mean, you need to go, well, I mean, you could buy a 45, you could buy a single.
You could buy a new TU, so yeah.
Well, they weren't really EPs. It was really a 45. Yeah, single with 2-sided disc.
Yeah.
But you either bought a vinyl as a young guy, and then 8-track came along.
Yeah.
But 8-track came along, you had to have a book of matches to go with it.
Yeah.
So, which is a player.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, thank heavens for, cassette tapes. You had to save our lives until the machine ate the damn tape.
Yeah.
And then CDs, one whole other world. But it's just so funny because I was in Livingston last year. The first Songwriter Festival I went to with Mike. I reached out to Mike and he said, "Come on up. I'll get you media passes, whatever you want to go to." And so I got set up and went up and one of the songwriters there was like, "Hey Byron, did you get a CD?" And I'm like, "No, I don't even know if we got a CD player."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Well, take 2 anyway." She's just like, and I'm like, "What am I going to do with them?"
We market them as coasters.
It's coasters. But she had to say the other day, we have a beautiful back garden. She's got this beautiful 7-foot fence, and the birds crap all over.
Yeah.
No, this is what she goes, "I'm going to go get some damn CDs."
Yeah.
On the top. Going to keep the birds off.
Yeah.
Keep them from crapping on the.
Probably all CDs are useful for these days.
Well, it's funny because we did the National Cowboy Poetry Gathering.
Yeah.
We interviewed a bunch of those artists and which are great guys. And Dave Staney, I don't know if you know who Dave Staney is, but he's big in the cowboy world. I mean, like 7 times International Western Entertainer of the Year. And I said, who's still buys CDs? He goes, Byron, my fans buy CDs. He says, because they just had to wreck the truck to get rid of the 8-track player, right? So now they've got one of the CD players. But you can't buy a car with a CD player.
No, you can't. Yeah.
So. Well, but you know what? With streaming, and we talked about this. I remember because early on that was kind of the top of the topic that everybody wanted to talk about was streaming and how it's really impacted the music.
Oh, most definitely.
And in some ways, it's been good.
Yeah.
Because it gives exposure to someone that is not mainstream.
Yeah,
like yourself.
You have a platform that you can work an algorithm and you can try to get your own songs into playlists. Yes, it is helpful for that reason.
Yes.
Other than that, though, I definitely was around for streaming, and I made
a lot more
money selling albums.
Yeah.
An album release was not a marketing effort.
Sure.
But it was a way to make money.
Sure.
And now the only way to make money is gigging.
Well, yeah, you have to. You have to tour. You have to get out on the road.
Yeah.
How many shows a year are you trying to do?
I think I did 178 last year.
178?
Yeah. It's not going to be that this year. It's going to be probably about 80 or 90.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's as we go and interview more artists, we can see that happening more. The training is better quality gigs. That's good on the T-top.
Oh man.
We'll see how durable.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm going to put it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, that's on me. I said in that.
Raw and gritty.
It looked great there.
Raw and gritty.
That's a hell of a racket, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's trying to bring it like.
So, oh yeah. Well, we'll see how it sounds.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm sure it's a brilliant tune.
You're gonna
Yeah.
tell us it's still in tune.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tomorrow when Win gets to play it, he's gonna go, what the hell?
What the hell happened here?
But yeah, I'm so talented.
Yeah.
But that's my fault. I was plucking on it before you got here. So anyway, well, where were we before we were so rude?
We were talking albums and singles, and we've got this new album coming out. We're excited about it. It's definitely it's fun. It's really fun. The last album was my therapy album, which had some fun on it.
Sure.
This whole thing's just fun, and it's
Okay.
really I love that my albums have kind of become just a mirror of like what my life is like, and I'm in a really great place right now. And
That's good.
Can feel that in the album. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a reflection, and I think if you look back at a lot of artists and their evolution right through their careers, you would see that.
Most guys would. I think that's quite typical. Yes.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So, well, cool. Well, we appreciate you coming over and sitting down with us again.
Thanks for having me.
I promise you the audio's better.
All right, great. Well, we got three,
4.
Yeah, there you go. We're
We're
good.
covered.
We're good.
We're covered. And we had a hell of a racket from that guitar tip over. So, but now if you would grab it and see how bad it's out of tune.
Yeah, all right.
And
Am I supposed to play something?
Play us some kind of funky little
right.
rock and roller.
We'll see.
bluesy.
We'll see where it's at.
There is a pick up here. There's a pick in the strings in the front of the cape boat. Do you see that?
Since tune. What?
There's a pick in the cape.
Oh, right there. I'll put this on.
It is still in tune. That's good. See, that's a testament to a good old phone guitar.
It's a good sounding guitar.
You know what? That's a willow.
Okay.
That is a willow. I never saw a willow tree that big, but
it's a great sounding guitar.
it doesn't weigh anything. It's light. Really, really light.
Are you open?
Yeah, we
Sure,
are.
we're open.
We're just doing a podcast.
Oh. Visitors? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to play something, right?
Yep.
Said, baby, do you wanna lay down with me? Said, baby, do you wanna lay down by my side? Baby, do you wanna lay down with me? Said, baby, whoa, gonna groove so smooth, huh? You're sitting through my ears, you're sitting through my lips. Move, gonna groove so smooth, huh? Whole song in my womb, and then it goes away. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Give it one more time, whoa, 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 whoa. Said, baby, do you wanna lay down with me? Said, baby, do you wanna lay down by my side? Do you wanna lay down with me? Said, baby, boom, gonna groove so smooth, huh? You're sitting through my ears, you're sitting through my weeds. Gonna move, gonna groove so smooth, huh? Your voice all in my womb, it never goes away. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Give me one more time, whoa, 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 yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. wait, and I know you, and I feel you. I'm waiting, and I know you, and I feel you. I'm waiting, and I know you, and I feel.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I can see that. You know what? That's a great feel good. Here, come here.
Yeah.
You got to autograph.
All right.
You got to autograph it one more time.
All right. Yeah, that's one from the new album.
Yeah, I love it. That's great. That's great. Perfect. Man, thanks for coming and doing that.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate it.
That's fun. I can see a whole different vibe there.
Yeah, it's a bit. Well, yeah.
I like it.
It is its own thing, you know?
Yeah.
At least that one was.
Yeah. No, that's fun. That's fun. I enjoyed that a lot. All right, cool. Well, so where are you headed from here?
We're headed right back down to Snow Base and playing that show
down there.
a couple thousand people. Yeah, it'll be fun.
So,
And then I've got a show up in Park City the week after.
yeah, cool.
So
Well, Cory, thank you again so much. This has been a blast.
yeah,
And I'm glad we finally got to read.
yeah, it feels good, man. All right, Byron.
All right. Hey, from Musical Miles Podcast, I'm your host, Byron Duffin. We are here at the buses of Yellowstone Preservation Trust in Red Lodge, Montana with Cory Mon. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you somewhere down the road. Adios for now.